Alright, welcome. Wednesday night League of Legends. So for tonight we will have Post Eagles Esports up against the University of New Haven for our Wednesday night matchup. As always, it is a best of 3. Our Post Eagles in the past here have been able to collect some matches, but no overall wins. So let's see if they can pull out a best of 3 today here. Would be pretty exciting. We're just getting into pick and ban phase now. Looks like first 3 bans on each side have gone out. You're gonna see the Darius, Lilia, Gianna for the Eagles there, and then Zach, MF, Misfortune, and Draven banned out for New Haven. First couple picks come through. Shen top for Smorrs. Pretty quality pick there. I've seen him played a couple times. Udyr, Wukong, and Orianna coming through. So it looks like you're going to get your jungle and middle matchups at solo lanes picked out there. A little bit backwards to some of the drafts you might see, but bottom lane bans are going to be coming through here since neither side has picked either of their bottom laners. Coach Denny in the jungle this time around. He's been floating around in each position, played an ADC support, jungle now, just, playing Phil. Got the J4 locked in. Galio on WangHongYue in the middle there. Looks like that's not Roy. And then, of course, so the other bans are going to be coming through. Interestingly enough, some more jungle / mid lane bans coming through on Eagle's side, even though all that was left is for bottom to be picked out. But hey, who knows what they're thinking. Maybe they have a flex pick over there or something. Chromsu has been playing pretty well. I've seen him do very well. Kaisa seems to be a very good pick for him. Looks like he might be maybe Jinx. He's hovering. Oh, and he locks in the Jinx. So Chromsu on the Jinx here. This is RBTDVL is gonna pick up the Senna. And let's see the support for the New Haven here. Okay, Karma's gonna be locked in. Alright, prepare your loadout. Well, just kidding. We have another good 2 minutes before we actually get into the game here. And, should be an exciting night of League of Legends. Let's make sure everything's going well on this Twitch side here. Alright, exciting stuff. Okay. In-game volume. Looks pretty good. That stuff set up. Alright. That again, if you're just joining us, Wednesday night League of Legends. We're going to have the Post Eagles Esports up against the University of New Haven. Best of 3 as always. Waiting for the good old spectator delay. Another 2 minutes and 50 seconds till we get in the game here. We'll see if we get the classic spectator bug I've been getting. Then I just got to reload in. Good old Rito client for us there. Let's see. Just making sure it sounds alright. As far as win cons go, for the Eagles, it looks like they'll be looking to play through Chromsu, his Jinx. He's been playing well as ADC, been able to farm up well, get his item spikes when he needs them. And then you have a lot of support cast for him. So I actually like the comp pick. Galio, a lot of CCs, able to ult in from far away. You're going to have Jarvan's engage, of course. That's a classic flag and drag in. You get the ult to lock them down in a zone. Shen ult onto the Jinx to keep them alive. So a lot of peel for this Jinx. As long as she gets into the late game there, fight around her, keep her alive. That might be what they're looking to do. Over on New Haven's side, they've got a little bit of everything. Xayah skills into the late game well. Orianna's good for overall crowd control, good AoE damage. Her ult has been buffed recently. Wukong in the jungle, you know, he's a fighter. He can always be menacing early on, especially. You might be looking for some good ganks or invades. Udyr probably looking to be a little bit lane dominant against this Shen. He won't be able to roam quite as well as Shen, but, you know, he's still pretty fast. He can get around the map just fine. About another minute 14. Everybody grab their stuff. I actually didn't grab a water yet, so I will be right back myself. Alright. High quality H2O. Okay, so it looks like we actually have WangHongYue in the mid lane this time around. The previous games I have watched, he's actually been in the jungle, so that is a little bit of a role swap. We'll see how he's able to perform. I believe previously we saw Ryan Knight in that position. So we'll see how he does this time around. From the jungle to the mid lane there. Alright, we are loading into game number 1 for Wednesday night. Post Eagles Esports up against the University of New Haven. Pretty exciting stuff. Couple role swaps from the Eagles here. I really like their team comp this time around. A lot of it does depend on Chromsu, who from the previous games I've watched has played very well. So, yeah, that Jinx might be the ticket to a W here. And that, oh, thank you, Chris. That is from the previous one, the match score. This is the very first game. Let me get that fixed up for us here. I do apologize. That was from my previous cast there. Oh man, I forgot to change the name up in the top too. I'm just missing a couple things here, aren't I? Well, we are loading in here. This is the perfect time to change this, isn't it? Chris, you saved me from looking like a fool. Thank you. It looks like we did get the spectator bug. That's a classic. Okay, match 0-0, Post Esports versus University of New Haven. Wonderful, and as we've had to do these past couple times, just gonna have to restart the thing because League doesn't seem to like to work all the time. Thank you again, Chris, for pointing that out. Okay, now we should actually be getting into the game. Past 3 times I've done it, I've had the spectator bug, so here we are. We're actually into the game now. Looking to get this started up. Let me get the couple good information panels that we all like to see up here. And of course, objective timers. Okay, now hopefully that is all set up properly. If anything else is missed, hopefully everything in the audio sector is coming through good. If not, drop a comment in the Twitch chat, let me know. Otherwise, let's get into game number 1 here. Post Eagles Esports versus the University of New Haven. A little Wednesday night league action. You'll see level 1. We'll see if anybody decides to start a fight. Oh, a little ward drop there by Wukong, but pretty neutral. No one decides to actually engage into anything level 1 there. Gonna spot stuff out, maybe see where the junglers are starting. Not too much information has been gotten. little poke on the WangHongYue from Kudo there. By the way, let's list off the players before we get into any too big of fights here. You're going to have Smorrs on the Shen top up against Squiggle Dizzle on the Udyr. Coach Denny in the jungle on J4, Jarvan number 4. The John Smith on Wukong on the opposing side of the Rift. Mid lane's going to be WangHongYue on Galio versus Kudo's, a little spicy trading in level 1 here in the bot lane. Kudo's going to be on the Orianna, of course. For the bottom lane, Chromsu and RBTDVL on Jinx and Senna. Opposing side would be Image Material 1 and Sentient Frost on Xayah and Karma. So, pretty fun stuff. Heavy trading going on level 1 here in the bot lane. You might be expecting some action down there. I would predict that both teams are going to want to be playing through those lanes there. Both jungles did start their top side clear. Probably will be looking to clear their top and then bottom, and then move right on into the bottom lane for a potential gank. Orianna looking to get a ward deep into their jungle here. Might get a little additional information on the timing of the jungles and when they'd be showing up. Very deep ward by the red buff there. You'll see that. We'll probably spot the J4 out. If he looks to swoop on down to the bot lane here for a gank, they'll have that knowledge and information available to them. Galio with a little taunt throwdown trade on the Orianna here. Should be pretty neutral. Galio's pretty hard to actually chunk out, and if he's able to get enough damage off, he can do something to Orianna, but besides that, she'll probably stay at arm's length reach from him. Smorrs and Squiggle Dizzle, a little trading. This should be an interesting one. Shen into the Udyr. Oops, I forgot I can't actually go over to my other screen while I'm on this screen right now. Get back to the directed camera. Okay. Well, everyone did be able to heal up. No summoner spells have been used yet. No one's too low in the bot lane. You'll see both junglers appearing here now. Bottom Scuttle being picked up by the Wukong while J4 is hovering for a gank. Does get a flag and drag onto the Karma here. Are they going to be able to catch her? No, she flashes out there. So that is one summoner spell down. A couple more summoner spells go down as Chromsu almost gets taken out by the Xayah, but they're able to get out and disengage just in time. Both summoner spells used on the Jinx there. Wukong comes around, wraps around, gets the Senna for first blood. The Jones Smith on Wukong taking out the Senna bottom for first blood. Able to pick up a nice little 400 gold for himself there. As we saw, both junglers were down there for the bottom lane action. Looks like New Haven's jungler was able to duke it out just a little better for the first blood. Smorrs getting engaged on by Udyr here. That can probably be a little bit bothersome. Okay. Oh, Smorrs got to be a little careful, although he does have an ability where auto attacks just won't hit him. So, if you're not familiar with Shen, he has that little sword on the ground. He can pull it back and forth. If he pulls it to him, a little circle appears on the ground. He actually cannot be hit by auto attacks while that is happening. Uh-oh, a gank from Wukong here, though. Not quick enough for reactions. He gets taken down. This Wukong is now 2-0. 5 minutes into the game. Very good Wukong, very good. Getting a lot of pressure off, a lot of ganks. He went straight from bottom all the way to top scuttle and then into that top gank there. Pretty long pathing, but the enemy wasn't expecting it, didn't have a ward to spot it out, and the gank was successful. Alright, 5 minutes into the game, first drag has spawned. Looks to be, I believe, an ocean drake there by the symbol. Yeah. We'll see if Jarvan might be looking to start that up. Darvin is starting that up. He's calling over some of his team. Bottom lane did have the Pyro. They were able to push in lane and rotate up. This should be a Eagles first Drake here. Reasonable trade for, unfortunately, getting 2-0'd in the beginning here. So they are able to pick up first Drake to post Eagles Esports. The Shen versus Udyr one-on-one. Yeah, I don't think Shen wins that one. He's got a flash out of there. Udyr very menacing in the 1v1s. Of course, where he tends to fall off is maybe a little bit later. And mobility-wise, he's not always able to get in and on top of people when the team fights actually start breaking out. WangHongYue coming in for a little trade, gets the taunt off on the Orianna. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Coach Denny coming in for the flag and drag, though. Not level 6 yet, won't be able to ultimate. Orianna is level 6 and does use her ultimate to disengage there to stay alive. Wukong looking to see if he can get anything done after the gank attempt from Denny. Does not seem to be able to take anybody down. Galio is pretty tanky. He has teleport up. Should be able to reset and get back to lane with his teleport here. Alright, pretty exciting stuff. Notably, I mean, of course, the 2 kills on Wukong's very nice. He does not have his mythic complete yet. I mean, it's only 8 minutes into the game. No one is going to have it until 9, 10, 11 minutes normally, unless you tend to get like 5 kills or something early on. Alright, back to a little bit of clear, back to some farming. Get some ward information down. 8 minutes just passed. Rift Herald did spawn. We'll see if anybody's looking to do that. Looks like Shen might be going for a ward of some format. Zaya with the clear push. Is she going to rotate up? We'll see what they decide to do for the Rift Herald here. For now, Shelly's just chilling. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Apologies for the silence. I'm just checking the audio quality. I think I might actually increase the game's audio just a tiny smidge here. Once we... Udyr's looking pretty aggressive though, so I'll wait a second. He's proxying the wave, getting it behind the tower, and Wukong is looking to start up the Rift Herald here. Wukong is able to pick up the Rift Herald, and let's see where he decides to maybe drop this. Shen getting pushed in pretty good here. He's keeping up in farm though for the most part. He's down maybe a wave. Yeah, about a little under a wave actually. After that, he's able to pick up that CS there. I guess the biggest farm difference you will notice is the Galio and Orianna. Orianna is able to farm this lane out a little better, but Galio, I guess, at the end of the day, doesn't care as much. He just wants to keep pretty even and be able to engage on in these big team fights. Or disengage, whichever might need to happen. Thank you, BK. Alright, Udyr just shoving out these waves over and over again. Does leave him a little vulnerable to a Coach Denny gank, but Coach Denny hasn't seemed to be able to find his way up here recently. Currently, 10 minutes in, you have a 3k gold lead to New Haven, 2-0 on the scoreboard. So New Haven definitely does have the advantage, does have the lead right now. Wukong's even sitting on this Rift Herald. You'll see the little purple thing. So that is the Rift Herald. He'll be able to summon that wherever he so chooses. Just get a little extra pressure down on the map here. Reasonable trading. Chromsu a little behind in the farm sector. Actually 20 farm behind to Zaya there. Not exactly what you want to see, but there's been a lot of pressure, a lot of ganks happening. Uh-oh, Senna getting poked out. Is she going to live? Xayah is able to pick up the kill on the RBTDVL. Coach Denny coming with the flag and dragon. The Wukong with the counter gank. Wukong getting stuck in the J4 ult though under tower. Oh. Chromsu looking for the kill. He's got blood in his eyes. Xayah flashes out, flashes away from the Jinx. All Xayah re-engage on the Chromsu, is able to pick up the kill. He pressed the outplay button, dodged all the damage, and came back in and applied the damage down to pick up Chromsu. Very big fight, I would have to say. Unfortunately for the Eagles, New Haven did come out on top of that one as well. Wukong going down does mean he was not able to drop the Herald though. We'll see if, yeah, he's going to be able to clear wave. Wukong only has 2 minutes to drop this Herald before, actually maybe even less than that according to the timer. However, let's see if Orion is able to live. He's not. Coach Denny goes in, Flax and Dragon gets the last bit of damage he needs. Good engage by the Galio there to get him taunted up. I don't think any solo kills are really going to come out of this top lane unless it's Udyr killing the Shen. Shen might be able to if he gets a lot of tower damage off there. Eagles just looking to start up drag. I don't know why we're watching that top thing. So they're able to pick up drag here. A little teleport in from Kudo there. Shen looks to be going a little aggressive. Wukong coming around, wrapping around for the gank, does drop the Rift Herald. They should be able to pick up the tower. Rift Herald used to be 2 full plates, now it's 1.5. So not quite killing the tower, however they're able to finish it down and then pick up Smorrs on the Shen. Unfortunately, he got caught on the wrong side. Rift Herald has spawned up, took out the tower, and they took down Shen along with it. So it's going to be 2-6, expanding their gold lead to about 6k here. For New Haven, of course. The Eagles are going to have to try and stop the bleeding here, as the early composition of New Haven is shining through here. As far as their jungle and top goes, they were able to take first turn top there. There's a lot of gold in the pockets of your Udyr and Wukong. Surprisingly, the only bounty is currently on the Xayah, though. 350, 2-0-2. Image material number 1. They were able to take the second tower of the game, looking to push up even further, apply their pressure, apply their gold lead. That would be a potential spot to attack for the Eagles, as you get additional gold for taking her down, and of course getting her out of the game means, well, she can't get golden experience either. Udyr looking very aggressive. He's looking to just proxy this wave, potentially fight this Shen here. Shen's got to figure out what he's going to do. So there's the thing that makes him not be able to auto attack. Galio ult comes in, that's the big circle. Galio's there, he's pulling a taunt out. Is he able to get it? Well, he didn't pull that taunt out yet. Wasn't close enough, decided not to go for it. Udyr did flash, so he did expend a summoner spell for that. However, that does mean mid lane tower is left wide open for Kudo and Sentient Frost to just auto attack it down there. And they did get it calculated. The minions able to pick up the last few damage needed to take out the mid lane turret there. So you're going to be picking up red buff. That's always a nice feeling as AD carry whenever you're able to pick up your red buff. As we will see numerous, almost everybody is completing their mythic items now as Wukong starts up the second Rift Herald. So that's actually not a mythic. Udyr going for a demonic embrace. This is a mythic. Divine Thunderer, Luden's Tempest, Kraken Slayer, Moonstone Renewer. 4 out of 5 mythics came through for New Haven here. You'll see about the same from the other side of the map, though, as Udyr just decides to run all the way down the lane to just get a little damage off on this Shen. Although he's going to be able to clear wave and apply plenty of pressure. You'll see the Eagles roaming over to see if they can pick up this Udyr here. Shen ult. Not the Shen ult, I apologize. Galio able to get, oh my goodness, they're not able to get him. The Udyr just slipping in and out of the fight with his shields. Although they're able to pick up the Orianna bottom, splitting. They're going to have to reset here and try and defend this top lane, though, or else they might actually get a push into a NECC inhibitor turret here. As they are able to pick up another one, so it's a 2-for-1 trade as far as deaths to kills go. Let's see if the Eagles are able to stop in the Hextech gate. Haha, Karma's most likely caught here. She flashes over, throws out her Q. Empowered Q, is she going to be able to live? Oh my goodness, she speeds away. I think she actually is going to be able to live, but Wukong goes in for a re-engage, gets exhausted down. Does he live? He does live, but then he gets taken down for a 1-for-1 trade. It's going to be Galio for Wukong's life. A lot of kills, a lot of fighting going on there. I'd actually say that's better for the Eagles. They're able to neutralize the gold a little bit. Actually, maybe not. They're about 9k behind now. But kills 6 to 8, and they have 2 drags. That's always good. 2 drags under your belt, looking to stack the drags. That is an objective in itself. Coach Denny looking to go on the Xayah here. Oh my goodness. Orianna with the flash double alt gets Coach Denny and RPD both locked down there, and Xayah is able to just dish out enough damage to take them both out. They're looking to start up Drake here. Whole team's coming, everybody will group, looking to get this Drake to slow down the Eagles stacking here. They did have 2 Drakes, even though they were a little behind. Getting the Drakes can always bring you ahead. Chromsu getting caught out by Udyr here, though. Squiggle Dizzle looking to dizzle this Jinx. And she's down. Not the good look you'd be looking for, as the Eagles looking to play through their Jinx. She's 1-3-1 with only 111 farm to 2-0 487 farm to her opposing laner. And I'd say most of the eggs are in the basket of Chromsu right now to be able to carry this game as far as damage output goes. And that's just the way they built their team comp. Orianna going to get ulted on by J4. Wukong's also stuck in. Follow up by the Galio. It looks like they might be able to pick up a double kill here, though. That's pretty good. That's a lot of gold back. That'll even it out just a little bit there for the Eagles. Alright, post Eagles Esports looking to bring it back. They're not done fighting yet. They're not going to turn over and just give up, looking to engage in on the Xayah, but Xayah does a lot of damage. She's able to burst down J4 before he's able to even get in on her. J4 did not have ult. He used it in the previous fight. Xayah with the ult flash there, though, she had to use a lot, or else Chromsu's super mega death rocket from Jinx there probably would have taken him out. That would have been a really nice pickup. That 700 additional gold on Xayah would have been 1,000 gold onto Chromsu, which is exactly where they would have wanted that. Xayah did have to expend her cooldown, so however was able to live and not give over the gold. Another turret picked up from this Udyr here. Clearing out the jungle. Coach Denny with the sweeper. It's good stuff. Good quality gameplay. Udyr just being a complete menace. 1v2ing Coach Denny and RPDV. Is he going to be able to pull this off? Coach Denny goes in. Also, Udyr, RPDV also stuck in the ult here. Shen comes in for the taunt. Jinx wrapping around. This should be Udyr's life. However, Wukong wrapping around, getting the ult off, is able to take down J4. Jinx now caught in the second part of Wukong's ult. So able to throw a couple of feathers over the wall and gets taken down 2. That's a 3 for nothing for New Haven there. And Udyr is still in their base. He might finally get taken down here as he's pushing way too far up, feeling himself a little too much. But Udyr does go down. Still technically a 4-for-1 for New Haven. They're going to look to start up the Baron after that. 21 minutes in, 9 to 17, 31 to 43k. That's a 12k gold lead for the University of New Haven. And if they're able to pick this Baron up, which they are, that's going to be a Red Bull. Not a Red Bull, we can't do that. That's just a Baron power play for University of New Haven there. Okay. Well, yes, so the University of New Haven looking very good. They're feeling great. They're 13k above. Oh, see if Coach Denny can pull anything off here. Nope, finds himself maybe in a little bit of a peculiar spot. Galio ult does come in, though, and they're able to pick up the Orianna. They're looking for a little more. Are they able to get anything? Nope. Karma's disengaged a little too good. Speed up your teammates, slow down your enemies. Means you're going to get away. Alright, alright. Fourth drag of the game here, looking to spawn. Looks like it is going to be a Hextech Soul. This one's a fun one. You'll see those gates there. A couple people have been taken back and forth. Wukong's probably about to take it. Yep. Whoop. Just going to fly down this part if you watch the mini-map here. Yeah, basically, you know, every third Drake for every game you play is going to determine what the map turns into. It's a little RNG. Adds a little bit of an aspect to the game. And the Hextech Drake allows you to take those portals. There's one there and one there. So you can actually get back out to the map a lot faster than you would normally be able to with some of the other Drakes. Oh, Coach Denny. J4 flag and drag, alt in onto the Udyr. A lot of follow-up damage. This is actually a 5-on-1. They should be able to pick up the Udyr here. Do trade it for the drag, but that's going to be 2 for 2 in the drag stacking sector. That was a good play for the Eagles there. They were able to pick off the Udyr, who's pushed a little far up while his team was focusing the drag there, of course. Ideally, he would have been a little farther back, maybe just getting some wardage or maybe even sitting in the other side of the jungle, just keeping an eye out for where their team is. He did spot all 5 of them, though. They were able to pick up drag, and he did cost him his life. Okay. Let's see how University of New Haven decides to play the rest of this out. They do still have Baron buff, so empowered minions will be walking into the mid lane here, trying to push down this mid lane turret. Let's see if the Eagles can get a little defense here. Wukong looking to get an angle, but he's standing on a ward. Clears it out. Wukong's been getting some pretty good flank angles here. Smorrs getting 1v1 by this Udyr. Is able to just hop over the wall, probably get out of town there. More interested in this middle here to see if New Haven's going to commit. Oh, and they're starting to get a lot of damage off on this Galio. Are they able to take him out? Walking forward into the Jinx. Jinx almost gets one-shotted by the Xayah. Xayah's able to take down Coach Denny. Well, Sentient Frost is actually the one who picked up the final hit there for the kill on the Coach Denny. That's a 2-for-none trade. 4 people. 5 people. They're going to 5 on here. 5 on 3. 2 inhibitors down. They might be looking to close out the game here, actually. Udyr just running in under both Nexus turns, taking up all the damage you can while everyone else is trying to get their damage off. Wukong looking for a kill back onto the Jinx, not quite able to get it. However, that is one Nexus turret that goes down. There's only one left. Xayah does burst it down. Are they going to be able to burst the Nexus down? This is the Eagles' final chance in this match here to try and pull off a ace here. Are they able to get it? New Haven's focusing the Nexus, and they take it down. New Haven with the first win. They pick up the first match. And, yeah, so they're able to pick up the first match there, get a win here. We'll be going into match number 2 momentarily. Hopefully that was enjoyable. Let's see, I actually finally fixed this audio, so hopefully that was alright the whole time. But yeah, go ahead, get some chips, get some drinks, do whatever you need to do. We will be right back momentarily. Alright, welcome back. Post Eagles Esports up against University of New Haven. We're just getting into the second game's draft phase here. New Haven was able to pick up the first match win here. Why don't we update that while they are getting draft started. There we go. Okay. Alright, so getting back into it. So it looks like Jarvan is going to be picked up first here for the Post Eagles. It's going to be Coach Denny again. Oh, wait, I apologize. They were on opposite sides. University of New Haven's going to pick up the Jarvan this time around, take it out of Denny's hands. They said you were too good on that champion. Oh, and they take the Jinx, too. They've stolen 2 picks off the Eagles that the Eagles played just in the previous match here. Eagles looking to start off with Nautilus, Nocturne, and Niami. Which, that is 2 supports. Where's that Nautilus going? Is that a top lane Nautilus? That's not something you see every day. Pretty standard Lulu Jinx bottom from University of New Haven here. Very good, very late game scaling. Similar to the idea that the Eagles had going there last game. Just different support. I'm interested in what the Eagles are doing over here with the Nautilus. So they have Nocturne in the jungle. Very good for long range engages. Is able to ult you from about 3 screens away. If you've ever been a victim of that, I believe you'll know what I speak of. So they've got the Nami picked out, a couple more bans coming through. Lucian Galio banned out from University of New Haven here. They don't want the Lucian Nami lane coming through. Pretty fair. Looks like Eagles are going to pick up a Vayne. So Nami, Vayne, bot lane, Nocturne, jungle. I'm going to have to assume this Nautilus is going top. It's not something you see every day, but I am a Nautilus fan. I believe one of our viewers here, BK, actually likes Nautilus too, so maybe he'll be a fan of that. See him in a solo lane here. Let's see, Zed, potential hover, is picked up from Kudo here. Kudo will be playing the New Haven Zed. Let's see what they decide to... What do they have left? Their top laner. Trying to figure out what to play into this potential Nautilus top lane. Kind of forget I'm on that camera sometimes. Volibear picked up from University of New Haven here. I'd only assume that is their top laner. And then let's see... Let's see who Eagles decide to finish off with here. I'm pretty sure KO is their mid laner, so I'd have to assume that's the mid laner there. As that does conclude draft. We're going to be seeing Jinx, Lulu, bottom for New Haven, Zed, middle, Volibear, top, J4 in the jungle. I'm 90% sure that's right. The J4 Volibear could be flex swapped if they so decide. I've seen Jarvan in the top lane too, so that might actually happen. I would be almost certain that Nocturne, jungle, Nami, Vayne, bottom for the Eagles. KO, Nautilus, mid, top, could be swapped. I'd have to assume Nautilus top. KO middle. Although, what do I know? I'm just a silver... Oops. We're probably going to be chilling on this screen momentarily anyhow, as normally, yes, they have to go through and pick all that stuff out still here. So we'll have a good 3 minutes while they get it all selected. We wait through the spectator phase for them to get a few minutes ahead of us in the game. Don't want anybody to be screen sniping. Man, that's pretty spicy lineups there. I like it. Switching things up. You had 2 stolen rolls from University of New Haven. Post Eagles, completely different team, not one of the same champions from before. Should provide for an exciting second match here. It is 0-1. University of New Haven does have the win on the match here. We always play best of 3, which means, of course, the first one to actually pick up 2 wins is the victor here today. So we'll see if the Eagles can come back, maybe pick up another match for themselves, and go into what they call Silver Scrapes, which is really just the final match, would be match number 3. I'm sure we'd all like to see that on a Wednesday night here. A little bit of an earlier start. Some of these tend to be pretty late, so thank you if you're here watching. You know what? What do we got? That's a solid 3 minutes we'll be waiting there. This is 3 minutes. Hey, how about that? We'll watch another cinematic. We did this last week. It was pretty fun. That way I can be right back while you enjoy this quality production from Riot Gaming. Just thought about it might be extremely loud, so. And there's our 3-minute timer. Sweet. Gosh, look at Scion. So menacing. I wouldn't want to fight him. Ah. Zap. Oof. Pretty sweet. Alright, got about a minute left here before we get into the game. Hope we're all hyped up now, ready for match number 2. Post Eagles up against University of New Haven, going into week 6? Week 6, I think? 7? I'm not sure. One of those weeks. Post Eagles looking to pick up their first win of the season here. I'm sure they'd be pretty happy and excited if they're able to do that. Go over some of the champion picks here. You're going to have Volibear top lane. So that is the Volibear top as predicted. Not really, I wasn't sure where Jarvan and Volibear were going to go. But Volibear, Squiggle Dizzle playing that top lane. Going to have Jarvan, number 4, the John Smith in the jungle. Zed, mid lane. It's going to be for Kudo. Down on the bottom side of the map here, it's going to be Jinx or Image Material number 1 on Jinx. And then Sentient Frost on Lulu. Support. As for our Eagles, looks like that Kale is going top, and then the Nihilus in the mid, it looks like. So that's going to be Smorrs on the Kale top there. And then WangHongYue did play mid last game. He's played jungle a few other matches. He didn't do too bad on that Galio last game, I'd say. He was down in CS a little bit, but he was able to get some engages off. But at a certain point, New Haven was able to just start running over the map and getting all the objectives. Hopefully the Eagles able to pull off a little better start here. So yes, Smorrs on the Kale top. You're going to have Denny on the Nocturne in the jungle. WangHongYue in the middle on the Nautilus. That's a spicy pick. You don't really ever see that. Chromsu, Vayne. And then RBTDVL on Nami as support. Alright, let's get it into level 1 here. Get a few of our... You know, I actually like seeing chat. Look at that. Good luck, have fun. What sportsmanship. If they say anything crazy, that's on them. Scoreboard, time controls, and objective timers. There we go. Oh, is this a level 1 invade? This is a level 1 4-man invade. Okay. The Eagles decided to back it up. They were thinking about it. A lot of pings going down. A little ward was dropped on the red. Getting some good information, trying to figure out where the opposing enemy jungler is starting, as we see a wraparound on it. John Smith might have found himself in a really bad spot here. First blood goes down to Kale. Smorrs top, picking up first blood off of interesting level 1. J4 did walk in the jungle, was probably trying to get that deep ward down, which he did, but it cost him his life. Not worth. Alright. You'll see that Jarvan is planning to start bottom here. Eagles do have that warded up, so they do have the knowledge that Jarvan will be starting bottom here. Eagles also decide to start bottom. Looks like they're deciding to put a lot of that pressure on the top lane. I would say that's actually a very good choice, as Kale, very, very weak early. So she probably will not win this early lane, and Volibear is strong early. So yeah, Kale's probably going to have a little bit of a hard time. Smorrs is going to have to play a little safe, just try and get what farm he can. And of course, once Kale scales into the late game, she ends up becoming one of the strongest champions in the game. So once she gets level 16, if they make it to that point. Oh, Nihilus throws a hook. Zed dodges it out with the shadow dodge. Couple trades going down here. Nihilus base stats are actually pretty strong. His autos might do a little more than you think they would. Ignite gets dropped from Zed. Nihilus healing up, hovering around, trying to decide if he's going to go back or stay. He does have the teleport, but Zed flashes in for the first blood. Zed with the shadow dash flash takes down the Nihilus. Nihilus TPing back, shouldn't really lose out on too many minions or anything like that. Getting chased by this Nocturne. Zed, Kudo's able to get at it down there. J4 looking for the re-engage here though, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's really gonna get anything out of that. I still can't believe I'm seeing a Nihilus mid. This is pretty awesome. Okay. Smorrs picking up what gold he can. Like we were saying, he's down low on farm here. However, he has those 6 minions under turret. We'll see how many of those he's able to pick up. Oh, so he got 5 out of 06. He got 06 of those minions. See, there you go. He's able to even out that farm there. Farming under tower is always a little bit of an interesting mechanic on its own, with the towers shooting the minions. Sometimes hard to get those last hits That's the only way you get the gold. You'll get the experience as long as you're in range, but the only way to get the gold is to last hit those minions. Robot Devil. Well, that's something I didn't know. Thank you for enlightening me. Leonidas informed me that big mouthful I've been saying, RBTDVL, is actually just Robot Devil. So that's what I'm going to start calling him. Robot Devil and the NECC support here. Okay. Couple pings on all the summons that have been used up going down. That's why I like to have chat up. Zed, very low on health. Looks like he has a jungler there to help him clear wave. Probably push it in and try and get back. Okay. The bottom wave pushing in a lot. The Jinx Lulu, a lot of Pyro here. Although, I mean, yeah, they banned out the Lucian, so NECC Lucian lane wasn't able to be picked up. The Vayne, a little bit weak early on. Yet another scaler. They do have two extremely late game scalers with the Vayne and the Kale over on the side of Eagles, which means early game's gonna be tough. The later and later the game gets, the better the Eagles should be looking. Especially with the top side being Volibear and Jarvan 4, which are notoriously early game characters, do have a little bit of a harder time once the game gets a little bit later on. You're going to see a bubble from NECC onto the Lulu here. Looks like they're going to try and pick up the Lulu. The Chains of Corruption, I don't know the Nocturne name of the move, but he's able to get it. Oh, Jarvan re-engage, decides, okay. Not quite enough damage comes out. Jinx throws her last few autos in there, but there are 0 deaths off of that. Few summoner spells used there, actually. As the Volibear ults in onto the Kale under the turret, turns off the turret, and is able to pick up the kill onto Kale. Solo kill for Squiggle Dizzle up in the top lane there onto Smorrs. Unique thing about Volibear's ult is actually if he ults in on the range of a turret, it actually turns the turret off, so it's no longer going to hit you. It's, I think, the only champ in the game that really does that, so that's pretty unique there. Oh, the ult on the Zed here from WangHongYue. Zed goes under the turret. Okay. 1-for-1 trade. They both kill each other under the turret there. I'd say that's actually a good pickup for WangHongYue on the Nautilus there. Okay. Pretty crazy start, 3-2. You'll have a little bit of a gold lead on New Haven's side, about 1.5k or so. Vayne's looking to even out this farm. So yeah, early on, pretty hard for Vayne, especially into something like a Jinx. Going to get outranged pretty heavily. You're going to try and just pick up what farm you can. It's the same story for Kale in the top side, top side there. Looks like Nocturne's going to be hovering around, maybe get some good wardage up. That Rift Herald is spawning in about 45 seconds here. Nautilus engage onto the Zed there. Gets the hook, but Zed's able to shadow away. Kind of just disengage on that engage there. Nocturne still hovering that top river there. As J4 comes up, flag and drag, ult on to the Nautilus. Nautilus might not be able to do a lot here. Nocturne does come in with the follow-up ult, though. Is he able to take down the other two? Gets a 1-for-2. Oh, Kudo! Kudo has to flash out of there as Coach Denny is able to keep almost autoing him down there. Kudo living with very low HP. Once Nocturne uses his ult, though, he doesn't really have a way to close the gap to you anymore, other than getting that shadow up and whatever little move speed he gets off of that. So, Kudo looking to feel pretty safe there, even though he's pretty low health. Now Kudo's definitely going to have to back out there. He's trying to push the wave in and get it under tower there. Wasn't quite able to do that. Nautilus able to come up and stop that. Jinx Lulu lane. farming up pretty well, actually, comparably to the Vayne farming up very well. ADCS at 9 minutes is actually pretty impressive. She's hitting probably almost every single minion. She has an 80 carry. That's one of your main goals, and a couple turret plates. She's going to be very healthy here. But, okay, Eagle's looking for an engage on the bottom lane here. They're bringing 4 down. Sentient Frost is probably picked out on the Lulu as Chromsu is able to pick up the kill. They did bring 4 down for that and got a kill out of it. That is good play by the Eagles there. Bringing the score to even, 4-4, as the Eagles start up the drag here. Ocean Drake is going to be the first one up on the menu, boys. As Nihilus versus Zed. You don't see this too often, so I don't know exactly how that one plays out. Looks pretty fun, though. Oh, J4 coming over the wall, trying to get the steal on the Drake here. And he does! He gets the steal, the smite steal. Hops over the wall, gets condemned against the wall, and it just doesn't matter. He's able to get the steal there off the Eagles. Nihilus engaging in onto the Zed here, though, but the Lulu's there and Jarvan's there. This might not be exactly good for him, but is able to just walk out of there. Nocturne ult in onto the Jinx here. This could be pretty big if they're able to pick it up. Robot Devil following up with the wave ult there. And Chromsu able to pick up the kill. That's pretty huge. That's exactly where you want your gold as the Eagles. All in the hands of that Vayne ADC and or Gale top. You know, she did get a kill too there. Okay. Jarvan looking for a gank onto the Nihilus here. Felt like he had an advantageous position, but it looks like it's going to be the Nihilus. It's the one going down. Unfortunate for WangHongYue. He did have a nice advantage going in the mid lane there. Was a little too far pushed up, and J4 was able to wrap around and gank him down. Gale just picking up what farm she can. Looking to get her items, scaling the late game. 11 minutes in. Does anybody have their mythic complete yet? Looks like Zed does. Zed and Vayne both have their mythics complete. Kraken Slayer and the Collector, respectively. Zed, as an assassin, decides to build the Collector. Gets that nice lethality pen. But also, notably, has an execute. So if you hit someone under a certain amount of HP, that would be approximately 5%, it would execute them. Jinx almost knocking down this first turret already. If you're not familiar, towers are worth a little extra gold if you're able to get them down pre-14 minutes. They do have the plates on them. They're worth 175 for each plate. 2 of them is worth more than a kill. But at 14 minutes, the plates fall off. As you see, Jinx has picked up another juicy 175 there. Volibear, very menacing. Charges directly at you. He's looking to get some plates himself before the 14-minute mark here. Okay, Nocturne ult in on the Volibear here. Gets the fear off. Volibear does ult and is able to get out of there with the ult and the shield. WangHongYue gets a nice little hook on the Zed. Don't think he's really ever gonna have enough damage to one-shot him / kill him unless he's really low and or under a tower like he previously got the kill for was. Alright, we're gonna see 5-5, 12 minutes into the game, somewhat even gold lead. University of New Haven does have the slight advantage in the gold sector here. As the Super Mega Death Rocket from Image Material 1 does come out and picks up the kill onto Robot Devil's Nami. Just a little too low there. Can't be hanging around lane whenever you're that low and there's a Jinx up. Jinx ult actually does have an execute as well. Well, just does more damage actually the farther range you shoot it, I believe. Vayne, Chromsu, trying to get a little ult off here. Couple tumbles, couple damage. Not enough as the Zed comes down bot lane here too. Gets the ult on the Vayne. Picks up Chromsu. Oh, the camera's going crazy. Robot Devil doesn't seem to go down or anything, but I believe the Nocturne, Coach Denny did go down there. I don't know why the directed camera brought us up top here. It was a pretty crazy fight down there. So yeah, Zed was actually able to pick up both those. He got Coach Denny as well on the back end of that. The camera didn't really pick it up. That's going to be 5-1 and 1 for the Zed. That's a 400 gold bounty. He's worth a good amount if the Eagles are able to pick him off somewhere in the near future. Kale's getting there. Level 10. 6 more levels. A couple more items. She'll be doing a lot of damage. Zed decides to get the Vayne going down to Zed. Zed waiting in the bush. I didn't even see him there, waiting for Vayne to come around. Although Nocturne counter ult finds the Robot Devil, finds him, is able to take him down, almost gets out there. The Nautilus engage onto the Jinx didn't quite go as planned, I think, as he almost dies. However, that might give the time for... Nope. J4 spots him out and kind of makes them walk around the other way. Coach Denny and Robot Devil were trying to maybe get that Rift Herald, walk the wrong way around and get taken down. That was a little sad, but it's unfortunate. Okay. Yes, unfortunately, Robot Devil and Coach Denny were trying to get the Herald stopped from being pushed in through the middle there, but Tyler goes down before they even get wrapped around, and J4 is able to flag, drag, engage on top of them, and then it was a 2-on-3 from there, and they got both taken out. Quite unfortunate, but the game goes on. New Haven looking to pick up their second drag of the game here, about 15 minutes in. Volibear just engaging under turn. I'm not so sure you win this one anymore. Oh, but with the Zed showing up, the Kale ult does come down to block out a lot of damage. You see the Zonias pop, and they're... Oh, Kale, very well played. Smorrs is able to get out of town here. If he's able to truly get out, he is. As Chromsu coming up with the ult, gonna tumble in. Nocturne looking to follow up. Is the damage enough? It is. Chromsu picks up Kudo for 1 kill. He's looking to get this Volibear too. The tumble comes through. The true shot. The silver bolts pick up Volibear too. That's an extra gold. That's a bounty over to Chromsu there. It's going to be a 250 extra gold on top of the 300 for 550, plus whatever gold he got for the Zed kill. That's going to be feeling pretty good, considering he was struggling a little in the CS department and is able to kind of make that back up with some of the kills he just picked up there. Jinx still farming very well into this game, though. It's actually, as far as win cons go for the side of the Eagles, it's taking out that Jinx, which let's see if they're able to do it here. Nocturne ult in onto the Jinx, Kale, enough follow-up damage, and they do pick up the bounty. That's 300 extra gold. That's going to be 600 gold over to Nocturne. Coach Denny with the pickup on the Jinx bounty. They definitely needed that. As AD carry, it's very hard to be out alone in any lane whatsoever whenever the enemy team has a Nocturne, as you saw how far away he was when he decided to ult there. He's able to ult from almost anywhere. If you are by yourself, that Nocturne is most definitely going to be ulting onto you. Zed looking for a back, isn't able to get it, gets hooked there, but looking for the Kale pickup. They are able to pick up Kale, flag and drag in, and Kudo gets the finishing touch. WangHongYue looking to just get out of here. Maybe a re-engage, as they are posturing with Robot Devil and Coach Denny there. Vayne should feel pretty good into the Volibear here. Chromsu, as you see, trying to 1v1 here. Gets the condemn, not a very good one though. Didn't get it into the wall. I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off. Slightly misplayed, but the ult kind of threw off the condemn there, I'm sure. Good attempt, Chromsu, but weren't able to quite pull it off, unfortunately. Okay. Squiggle Dizzle. Alright, as the John Smith and Sentient Frost start up the Rift Herald here. Shelly. Oh, Nocturne, ult in onto the Jinx. Look, she's alone. Guess what? You're getting Nocturne ulted. However, he does have the Zed here, but it's still able to pick up the 1-for-1 trade. Nocturne takes out Jinx. Zed takes out Nocturne. Alright, not a bad trade there for Coach Denny. Picking up the Jinx again. However, unfortunately, they don't have enough pressure to contest the Rift Herald. Although, if they can't get this in the next 20 seconds, it will be despawning. Fun fact, 19 minutes, 30 seconds, Rift Herald despawns unless it's already being engaged on, which it was. They only had about 10 seconds to spare there before it was going to go away. Another 15 seconds here. The real Baron will be spawning up. And, but potential misclick there. I mean, you know, sometimes you try and drop a ward and you drop the Rift Herald. I'm sure he was just trying to ward the bush and drop the Rift Herald on accident. I've done that one before. Let's see if Squiggle Dizzle is able to get this Rift Herald pushed in top or not. I'm going to go maybe. Kudo looking to engage onto the Nocturne here. Is able to get the ult to dodge out the fear. Is it enough? It is. Kudo 1v1s Coach Denny on the Nocturne there. Oh, Nautilus looking to get the kill on the... Okay, Smorrs. Smorrs coming with the follow-up. Here we go. What level is he? He is level 13 now. He's starting to get up there, but 1v3 isn't exactly in his wheelhouse right now. So unfortunately, his teammates dropped just before he could get there. Okay, as University of New Haven probably looking to get this third drag under their belt. It is a, we'll see momentarily here, I believe that's Mountain Chem. No, that's Chemtech. That's Chemtech, Drake. That's a fun one, too. So the map now, you will see all of the plants on the map. They will have different effects, just more elaborated. Blast cones shoot you a little farther. Squires, blooms, make the wards you see actually only one hit, so you don't have to take forever clearing out all the vision. Volibear pretty pushed up here. Could potentially get ganked on from Nocturne in the vein here if they wanted to. However, Denny's got a good number of camps to clear out. I wouldn't have minded seeing a Nocturne ult over and a vein ult onto the Volibear. They didn't have enough information of where the rest of the team was, though. Guess there could have been potential counter follow-up. Alright. Quite the game. Quite the game for match number 2 here. A little bit different team comps than I'm used to seeing, but I actually like them. A lot of scaling on the side of the Eagles, a little less scaling on the side of New Haven, so their power time was previous. They have an 8k gold lead with all of that early game prowess they were able to pick up. But are they able to continue on into the late game as the carries are able to scale up for the Eagles here? You're going to see Robot Devil throwing the Nami ult. I think Volibear got away from a J4 flag and drag. Flash out from the Kale. Kale's able to get out of there. Nocturne maybe looking for a re-engage, decides not to. Probably a good idea with 3 members of New Haven waiting around the corner there. Vayne looking to get the ult. Maybe the chase down, decides not to. Zed with the split push. He's the one that got the... Alright. He made out on all the mayhem that was going on. People were trying to decide where they were going to make their plays. It looks like Jinx, a lot of damage onto this Kale. Kale's going to have to ult. Dodges the Super Mega Death Rocket. Waiting in the bushes here is Denny. Finds the J4. Probably not the exact target he wanted. He would have rather Zed and or Jinx. Oh no, Robot Devil might be taken down here. Yep, Robot Devil. Kudo picks up Robot Devil there, as he was caught out in the jungle, unfortunately. The Eagles do still have an opportunity here. They are definitely behind, but Nihilus with a few stuns under the tower on Squiggle Dizzle here. Are they able to take him out? So tanky, so much damage being thrown his way. Here comes another shield. You thought he might die, but he didn't. Volibear's still alive. That's a 5-on-2 now. That's a 2 for nothing over to New Haven there. They're able to pick up the tower, pick up the inhibitor, and probably get out of here. Maybe look for a little Baron call here. Probably gonna... They already have a few wards down in the enemy jungle. Maybe ward a few more, clear a few out, and look to set that up. New Haven playing very well with the lead they were able to obtain earlier on. I wouldn't call the Eagles out of it yet, though. League's a game that you can always come back. Even if it doesn't always mean you doing the thing that comes back, it might even just mean your enemy making a mistake. You know, we all make mistakes. Maybe someone throws a little bit, but as of right now, Eagles aren't looking like they're going to be able to really contest this Baron here. Denny, though, over the wall, doesn't quite get the smite steal. He had a chance. He went for it. I respect that. Yep, Vayne going to go down to the Volibear. Gets ulted on top there. That is unfortunate. Volibear and Nami probably don't have enough damage to kill this guy, honestly. It's quite unfortunate. Kale roaming up, though. Kale does. Kale has enough damage, so Volibear's going to get out of there. Okay. A little Baron power play for New Haven here. 25 minutes in, 21 to 11, 51 to 38k as they expand their gold lead to just a little over 12k, 13k almost. That's going to be feeling pretty good. That would be a few items on the side of New Haven there. Oh, the ult on the Jinx. That would be a good ult. Follow-up bubble from Robot Devil there. New other follow-up damage able to come through there, quite unfortunately. That's 2 of your engage tools. Or 1, really, by the Nihilus. Kale does have enough damage, but really just trying to hit level 16 here. So New Haven pretty uncontestedly picks up the mid inhibitor there. Baron power play was able to get them that little advantage on the push. Eagles couldn't quite clear out the mid wave, and New Haven does pick up the mid inhibitor as Kudo engages in onto Coach Denny here. Is Coach Denny able to get out of town fast enough? And the mark on him, he lives. He's living. We're going to see the top fight now. Yeah, Nihilus gets taken down by the Jinx. This Jinx is very strong. She has 3 items. That's a staple on Jinx, where once you get 3 items, you really become strong. Oh, Kudo goes down to the tower shots. Nami was able to knock him up there. However, the rest of their base is quite unfortunately in shambles. Oh, Coach Denny with the ult in. Trying to make something happen. Yeah. There was not much of a chance, unfortunately, there for him, but I like the attempt as Smorrs is knocked down as well. And that's going to be New Haven cleaning it up. Very well played by New Haven. They were able to really expand their advantages, take advantage of their gold lead, and get the objectives, and really just played their team fights well, too, quite honestly. But that is actually it. That is both matches. New Haven 2-0. Post Eagles didn't pick up a win there, but it was still entertaining, still fun to watch. I always like watching these guys. They kind of had some role swaps there, so not everybody was in their normal position. That kind of hurts sometimes as well. But overall, very well played. I enjoyed the matches. I hope you guys did too on this wonderful Wednesday night. I do not believe we'll be having a match this Friday, so maybe next Wednesday will be the match if you want to tune back in. Until then, I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday night. I am Caster Pyro, and yeah, that is it for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.